Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back. I hope everyone's having a good day. I hope everyone enjoyed the nice day out as much as you could yesterday by going outside, going for a walk. If you have a backyard, hanging out in the backyard. I don't, so I just hung out on my patio, my porch a lot all day. I'd have to say yesterday was the hardest day to adhere to our social distancing protocol. It was so beautiful. I wanted to go out and hang out with friends and wish I could go to a baseball game and just hang out and watch baseball and eat a hot dog and watch our student athletes play. But hey, it doesn't work that way. So I hope everyone is still adhering to our protocol so we can get back together as soon as possible. What we're going to do today is we're not going to get any new assignments. We're going to go over some notes, but you should still be working on our credit card comparison. All right, we started yesterday. So this is a teacher example. What I did was I used this website here and I looked up two different types of credit cards. And I looked up different things: the recommended credit score, fees, if there's an annual fee, late payment, APR, which is going to be basically your interest rate. And we're going to talk about APR today. On introductory purchases, balance transfers, cash advances. Interest is a fixed or is a variable. We'll talk about that too. We'll talk about grace period today, and then some features and rewards. You're going to do that for Capital One, Chase, and Bank of America. Again, you could actually go to the website here and look it up. So just pick two of these cards. So Bank of America Cash Rewards, Bank of America Card, any two of these cards. Or if you go up here, view all cards, boom. Any two cards. The hardest thing to find might be the recommended credit score. If you can't find it, just leave it blank. It's not that big of a deal. I did that because I want you to see how important credit scores are. If you go to this top link, which is NerdWallet, you'll find that the credit score is on there. So right here, if I said discover, the recommended credit score is over here, 690 to 850. I don't think they all are. I think these are just good credit ones. Looks like I might be wrong. If I go to the top, so if you can't find it, that's fine. If not, put that. That's fine. All right. So we're just gonna go over some notes today. All right. No new activities. No new assignments. We're just gonna go over some notes. We had you write down the learning target yesterday at the end of the day. So let's pick up where we left off. All right. So I can describe types and uses of open credit. Remember, open credit is going to be our credit cards. All right. What credit cards are due? They are used to buy things now and pay later. And before you get a credit card, you have to apply for one and be approved by the credit card company, whatever bank is offering you that credit card. All right. Credit card is going to be based on your credit score. And we're going to get really dig deep into credit score later on, but the higher the credit score, the more likely you are to get a good credit card. And we'll talk about all those things in a second. When researching what credit cards are, I had you find some things, and I'm going to tell you those things right now. All right, interest we already went through. We already talked about. All right, interest is a fee that you pay to borrow money, and that's exactly what a credit card is. You're gonna buy things now and pay later. So technically, you are borrowing money when using a credit card. You're gonna buy something and you're gonna pay it back later. And we learned from Unit 2 that interest is a fee that you pay to borrow money. Banks don't just give you credit cards because they want to be nice. They want you to buy things so then they could charge you interest on them. All right, your credit line, your credit limit is the maximum amount you can spend in a time period. All right, my very first credit card I signed up for in college, I had a $500 credit limit. That means I could borrow and spend up to $500 on that card. So I could not buy something that cost $600 on that card. So I would go over my limit. All right, your credit line is how much money you have to spend. But so say you have a $500 credit limit, you spend $400, and then you have $100 left. You can only spend $100 left on that card. But if you pay back that $400, it adds that $400 back. So now you have $500 again to spend on your credit card. All right, interest rate is linked up with APR. APR is going to be the interest rate charged to the cardholder on the amount borrowed, and there's going to be different APRs for depending on what you want to do with the credit card. All right, if you look here at our credit card comparison and the APRs, remember I said that's interest. All right, there's going to be different things. The most common thing you can use your credit card for is purchases, and you're going to have one APR for that. If you want to balance, if you want to transfer your balance, it's going to give you another APR. It might be the same, might be different. But most cards, if they allow cash advances, will charge you a higher percent for cash advances. That means if you want to use your credit card as an ATM, it's going to charge you a higher percent. So for every $100 that you take out with cash advances, you're going to owe $26.74 additional. So if you take out $100 cash, you owe $126.74. Yeah, not the best. Not the best at all. That's at a ridiculously large, crazy, stupid interest rate. All right, so just know your APR, you look at your APR, and it's going to be different. All right? Some companies get you with an introductory APR. They get you with an introductory APR where they'll brag to you, well, you don't have to pay interest for the first 12 months. But then, look, right after the first 12 months, it jumps up to at least 14.5%. It could go all the way up to 25%. Those are ridiculous interest rates. Ridiculous. All right, so. But now, here's the thing. Those APRs are there, but if you use your credit cards wisely, you could never have to pay interest in your life. Because what they do is they give you what's called a grace period. All right, it's the time that you have once you get your bill to pay until you incur financial charges. So say you have that 15% APR. You get your bill on April 1st. And you owe $100. Most grace periods are around 5 days. So that means you have until April 6th to pay that $100. And if you pay it in between there, all you have to do is pay $100. But your bill's not due until April 25th, let's say. If you pay between April 6th and April 25th, you'll owe $115 because you have 15% interest rate. And you'll owe that. But if you pay it in your grace period, so you get your bill, 5-day grace period, April 6th hits, after April 6th, you owe $115. That's just how it works. All right, a couple quick things. Annual fee is fees that you pay yearly on the card. Cards with better benefits, better rewards, have higher annual fees. Basic cards, student cards, probably don't have any annual fees. Due date is the day it's due. Minimum payment is the minimum that you have to pay on your credit card before late charges occur. Right? Never pay the minimum. That's what they want you to do. Because what they do when you pay the minimum, they charge you interest on anything that's left. Never pay the minimum. Never, never, never. Then obviously there's the late payment fee, where a charge with the cardholder does not pay the minimum payment. So let's take a look at an actual card to see how this is done. All right. So here's your statement. Credit line. This person, John Doe, has up to $1,200 to spend. Credit available says that means they have $1,074 left. That means they spent about $125. Yep, new balance, $125. Minimum payment, $20. They want you to pay the minimum payment. Because if you pay $125, you owe $125.24, and you pay $20, that means they could charge you interest on $105.24. You see APR down here? That's 20%. 20% that they charge you. So they charge you 20% on that. Not good. So why do people use credit cards? All right. One, it's easy. Right? It's easy because you can use it for emergencies. You can online shop. It's really good for establishing some credit. You can use it for hotels and car reservations. I use mine 100% for reward points. All right, again, with that being easy, it's convenient. All right, buy things sooner, safer than cash. All right, we told you how they make money by interest. They want you, credit card companies want you to make the minimum payment. Here are some negatives. Annual fee, yeah. Here's this thing. It's easy to overspend. Easy to overspend because it's not your money right now. You're not actually taking any money out of your bank account, so it's very easy to overspend. Again, with any e-banking, identity theft is high, and interest rates are stupid high. They're stupid high. You saw 15%, 25%, 26%. All right, last couple things. Same thing with safety as ATM cards. Check your statements, sign the back, report your cards quickly. All right, last thing I want to get into. Here's going to show you why you should never pay the minimum payment. All right, just an example. Say you have a balance of $5,200. They say the minimum payment is $52. Right, you're like, oh, thanks, sweet. I only have to pay $52. Here's the thing. If you just pay the minimum payment, it will take you 23 years to pay it off, and that balance at $5,286 will cost you $11,000. But let's say you just pay a little more than a minimum payment. Say you pay $182. You could pay this off in only 3 years, 20 years less, and it only cost you $6,564. That will save you about $5,000. Yeah, it hurts a little more now, but you're saving $5,000. You see, they want you to pay the minimum because that $5,286 turns into $11,000, and they get $5,000 for nothing. Actually, $6,000. They get $6,000 for nothing. They didn't do a single thing. I almost cussed, my bad. They didn't do a single thing, and they just got $6,000 from you because you decided to pay the minimum payment. Never, ever, ever pay the minimum payment. I've talked long enough today. Continue with the exercise we did yesterday. Enjoy your day. See you back tomorrow.